work?
I think so.
What you have to do?
I don't know. That new program I've been trying to work out just all of a sudden popped up in the middle of Facebook, and what I was seeing in one place wasn't in another. Okay. Let's see. There it is. Let's see if I can get it up here. There we go. I don't see any comments. I don't know why captions are there. Wonder if I can turn them off. Well, if anybody's out there knows how to get rid of captions, just let me know. And I can't, for some reason, I don't know what it is today, I cannot see your comments. I don't know why. Let me go to a different place. Let me go to home and then back into there and see it where. Let me see. Maybe here. No. There. Muted it. Oh, I'm in the right place now. I can see comments if I get any. All right. Well, while we're waiting for people to join us, I thought I would just jibber jabber about what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week and today. And first, I wanted to share this picture. This is Maddie's graduation picture. And she is probably not going to get to participate in any graduation ceremony because talk is they'll have them in August, and she leaves August 11th for basic training in the Navy. So, and also she has adamantly told us that she does not want any announcements going out. So I am going to make cards and insert her picture and send them to friends and family. So if any of you would like a picture of her graduating, if I have extras, I'll be happy to send them to you. But look, there she's cute. This is the most dressed up she's ever been because she's a big old tomboy. But we love her pictures. They came out really well. We were really happy. So this is Maddie Peck, our first little one. We brought her home from China in 2002. She was born 5 days after 9/11. Sweet kid. She's going to the Navy. She's going to be a Seabee, which really surprised all of us. Anyway, that's her. And then something else I'm going to do. I'm going to weave a basket this week. I'm going to make this basket, the braided muffin basket. It's a design by a lady called Annetta Kraveld. I hope I said that right, because it's a really weird name. But she's from Wisconsin, and she owns Prairie Wood Basketry. I am weaving this basket to replace this basket, which was one of the first ones I made many, many years ago, not long after Jeff and I got married. So it's probably, oh, it's so dirty. I can't believe how dirty it is. It's probably 28 years old, maybe older. When we were living in Japan, which is where we got married, they had basket weaving supplies at the base hobby shop. So I bought a lot of basket weaving supplies and made baskets. So this is going to get replaced. It'll be sad. Also, this basket I think is a perfect size for cards. So I may order another kit and make it up for cards. So if any of you are interested in basket weaving, get in touch with me. It's easy. Easier than getting on this. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Jill. Easier than getting on this. So I apologize if I get very impatient and frustrated when technology does not work. Because it's just, well, for many reasons. But anyway. So that's it. Oh, and this is the color I chose for the accent in my basket.
Why did you take the napkins?
Because I'm in here. Here.
I'm good now.
Here. I took the basket to show people.
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, it's this color and it's some kind of green together. Oh, that should work out okay. Yep. All right. Put this back in here. This is, yeah. I've got a lot of basket kits to make, so I'm trying to make one a week. I finished one last week. I finished a gourd basket. It's not really a basket. It's more like a piece of art. So I finished that, weaving on a gourd. And it's in my dining room, waiting for somewhere to go. All right. So we'll give people a few more minutes. Oh, there's... Good, we're all in the right place. It looks like the Manicam that I'm trying to play with, for some reason, interfered this morning with my Facebook Live. I don't know why, because I wasn't trying to use Manicam at all. And now we're back to normal. So, because what was coming up on the computer and what I was seeing on my phone were two different things. And I don't know why I'm always crooked on here. That looks, maybe this needs to go this way. I always feel like I'm at an odd angle. So, anyway, we have 2 projects today. I'll wait a few more minutes. I don't want anybody to miss anything. Has anybody heard from Chris? Hopefully she's in the right place. You guys, Pam and Kim, you may have to help her get to the right place. I think I made myself more crooked. You know, looking at the screen and trying to get yourself straight doesn't always work. Oh, and today is, according to a friend in England, it's National Tea Day. So here, cheers. Here's my cup of tea. So I better put this somewhere so I don't spill it. The way my morning's been going. Quit laughing over there. My husband is working from home. And he happens to be in the same room as me in his office area, doing all his stuff. Thank you, ladies, for sending Chris a text. Hopefully she'll find us. So I was a little fearful that this wouldn't work. I'll keep trying to get straight. Maybe it's this. Oop, squeak. Because when I look at it, it looks straight. Plus I've got a delay. I don't know how many minute delay. Yeah, it looks straight here. All right. Well, yeah, looks like we're going to have storms today in Wichita Falls. What's in my tea? Oh, just milk and scum. Tea scum. It's okay. But anyway. So Pam, did you figure out where the ink came from? Oh, look, it looks straight now. Ooh, don't touch it. I just touched it. I hope I didn't mess it up. All right. Anyway. Okay, Chris, I just got a text from Chris on my watch. Says she's looking for me. Can you guys tell her to go to Tea and Stamps - Kathy Peck, not the other way around. She's probably on the wrong page. She's probably in the group and not the page. Like, what's the difference? I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Here we go. Hazel's outside barking. All right. So this morning, we're going to use, I got to move this back again, the Butterfly Gala stamp set and the Butterfly Duet Punch to make this card. Now, my team has already made this card, and they're so gracious to join me again to watch me go through this all over. They're sweet. And then I have two versions of it. the version with the splotches and the version with the circles. So, and I'll explain to you each one very quickly. It goes by pretty fast. All right. And I did this on gray, and I used the colors Petal Pink, So Saffron, and Soft Seafoam. I mean, you can pick whatever colors you like, but this is just how I've been, the colors that appeal to me for this particular project. Okay, so I'll put this aside. And here we go. Also, for the splotch behind the butterflies, right here, if you can see this little splotch, I used this stamp from Artists and Textures. I really like that stamp. I like any of these little background things. If this retires, if I find out this is retired today, I hope there's going to have something to replace it, because these are handy. All right, so you start with 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. There you go. Oh, where's my inserts? Okay, and here's my glue. Oh, here's my handy dandy little thing. Woo. All right, and personal preference, in all my cards, with the exception of Whisper White Thick, I put a liner inside the card to write on. And I do not make cards with just plain old Whisper White. If I'm going to have a white base, it'll be Whisper White Thick. I mean, you can tell the difference. All right, so that one's done in there. Alrighty. So then I stamped my butterflies with basic gray. That's the color, because I kept it with the stamp set to match, or the ink to match the paper. And this is, you know, those come together with the little itty bitty butterfly up here, but I cut it off. And it fits right back together. It's okay. And then, because of the orientation of the punch, it's easier if you have the bottom of the butterfly close to the edge of the paper. Not super close, but you know what I mean. And then, just in case, I stamp an extra in case I make a boo-boo. All right. Yes, this was fun to make. It was an easy to make card too. All right, I'm done with this for right now, so set it aside with that. Then I'm going to open up the ink. Here's Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, and So Saffron. All right, and then I have my daubers, which I recently organized and labeled because I was going through daubers like crazy, because I'd use it and I couldn't remember what color it was. And you know, this is Petal Pink on here, but it looks orange. All right, and then I just colored them up. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is right. Oh, I used the wrong one. Oh, darn it. Look. This is So Saffron. It looks orange, and I just stuck it in Petal Pink. See, that's why I made extra, because I would make a mistake. So we don't want to use that one. Okay, here we go. This is the So Saffron in the correct color of ink. Here we go. And as a disclaimer, just so you all know, my videos are not scripted. They are not edited. They go as they are, and then I do post them on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, which my YouTube channel is not very populated, but that's okay. This is Petal Pink. It looks Petal Pink. So Saffron has a tendency to look orange. Petal Pink. And you can make these as light or as dark as you want. You can make them multicolored, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I mean, you know, you all are stampers. It's just do what you want. This is just what I did because it's quick and it was easy. And here's this one. Boom. Done. I'm not going to close the ink just yet because we might have to use it again. We will have to use it again. All right, then I'm going to punch this. Punch these out really quickly. Well, maybe not too quickly because I want to make sure Punch them nicely. Oh, ladies, I just got a message from Chris. She cannot find me. Can somebody just copy the link and send it to her? Because I can't answer her. I can just see her messages on my watch. Okay. I don't have an iPhone. I'm an Android user, so I have a Fitbit watch.
First mistake.
Oh, be quiet, Jeffrey Peck. I'm the only person in my house that doesn't have an iPhone. Yippee skippy. Somebody's got to be a rebel. Okay.
Oh, was that Allie's up? I thought you went back to bed.
Allie's been up for a while.
Mom said you went back to bed.
Okay.
You got back up?
All right, there. That's it. All right, and then what I did too, oh, I forgot to do that with the gray. Somebody let that dog in, please.
Allie let the puppy in.
I stamped the bodies on here. If my head gets in the way, I apologize. Oh shoot, that's a little too high, but that's all right.
Let the puppy in. I'm busy.
There. All right. So that's the butterflies are ready. So, and this white line layer is going to go on here.
Come on.
Oh, something popped up here. Okay, this is the same size as my liner, and I cut my liners pretty big. A lot of people cut them 5 1/4 by 4. I cut mine 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and that's the size of my liner and the size of my layer on top. And so what I'm going to do now is do the splotches. Okay, so here we go. And let me get my cleaner because I don't want to make another mistake. All right. I have petal pink on the top, and I kind of like it that way. And then you just splotch it on here, clean it off. So saffron in the middle. Kind of turn it if you want. And then the green soft sea foam. There we go. That's done. And then the last thing is going to be the sentiment. I'll stick the sentiment on here. I'm using You've Been on My Mind from... Is it from the Butterfly Gala? Yeah, I believe it is. And it's just, you know, I'm sure we've all had a lot of people on our minds this time of year with, well, with all this craziness going on. So I need to look over it to get it right. Da, da, da. Boom. Looks pretty good. Okay. Now I'll just, I just pulled a Pam and stuck my finger in the ink pad. Did Chris make it? You're in the right place. Hey, Kim, or Chris. I just stuck my fingers in ink. Oh, Sherry's here. Hi, Miss Sherry. Alrighty.
Did you get your croissant? Allie?
All right, a little glue here. I love this glue. I can't help it. All right. My team will tell you I keep mass quantities of glue at my house. There, that's stuck on there, and then we just grab a glue dot and a pokey tool. I hope Stampin' Up! Brings these back. I mean, the Take Your Pick tool is nice, but when you only need just one little bit, this is better, in my opinion. Okay, then just stick a butterfly on there. Sherry, you need to send me your address and I'll send you some cards.
What about,
Is anybody else having problems with the video? Jill Hamlet's starting and stopping. I'm wondering if my messenger is interfering with you. Somebody keeps messaging me.
Well, at least try it.
The topic
Just try it.
is, Chris, is
Go got this for you.
the Butterfly Gala and the Butterfly Duet Punch.
And he bought this just for you.
The Butterfly Gala stamp set.
At least try it.
All right, and the last little bit that I'm going to add here is, I can't find it. Where is it? Well, I have misplaced the butterfly in, oh, there they are, the antenna. Here they are. Okay. Kim's having Facebook problems too. Well, you can always watch this back on replay if anything falls out. It'll be loaded later on after I, do the upload business. All right, and then the last thing I add to finish this card is the little antenna. One thing you can do, too, if you want to, is put a little Wink of Stella on the bodies. All right. There, this card is finished. Hey, you guys are making too much noise back there.
What do you want?
Let me get something else to drink.
Man, get it.
Jeff! Shh. This is really not the proper time for them to be arguing. Alrighty, there's one. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, oh good, that didn't take long. That was like 15 minutes or less. Okay, the next card, because I promised to keep these 30 minutes or less. I just don't have a lot of time to spend on here. Like some folks can be on here for hours and hours. You have trouble lining up the antenna? I don't know. I just pop them on there and poof. They came out okay. All right, Jill. Okay, this is the next card. I tried the, I just happened to see somebody on Pinterest do a background with cotton balls. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, is to do this cotton ball method. So this was my first one, and I put it on crooked, and then I made some changes with the second. I added a little Wink of Stella to the flower, and I did some clear embossing on the sentiment to make it darker and stand out, because actually it's stamped with the same ink. It's just when you add the clear embossing, it really brings up the color. It's nice. But today I want to use the all wired up stamp set, which I have misplaced. So today we're going to use the crackle. So here's the one I'm going to show you how to do today. I'm using the same colors just to keep it simple, and because I don't have a lot of space. So I have here, I'll show you how to do the background first. Okay, so this is it, and then the flower. So you need just a little piece of paper. I'm using one of my sheets because I keep these cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I just use them all the time. So okay, we're gonna pull out the colors here and do the background first. Petal pink, so saffron, and I did add balmy blue to this, and balmy blue is over here. Alright, now I do have cotton balls. These are like the biggest cotton balls in the world, but that's just what I had in the cupboard. Alright, and then you grab a cotton ball and you just stick it in here and you just start pouncing. Pounce, try not to slide, because if you slide it doesn't look as good. Alright, I always do this with the blue. I tend to, like, with the darker colors, put a blob somewhere, so I'm trying to be careful, and it's usually in the center, and it like draws your eye right to it. So there, that's better. You can add as much color as you like. I know you can't see it very well. Oh, probably because I'm pouncing too hard on the table. I will be a little gentler because it's making the camera rattle. How's that? Just keep going until you have the saturation that you like. In my dining room, I can, pounce as hard as I want. And no two cards will be the same because you're gonna use a different level, different amount of ink each time. You're gonna pounce harder and make your camera rattle. Add a little more green, a little more yellow here and there. Just add as much or as little as you want. There, and I want just a touch more blue. Oh shoot, see, look, I did it again. There's that dark spot in the middle. Well, we'll cover that up. So I think the green's not very prominent. But there you go. That is my cotton ball technique. 4 colors is good. You could do it with less, I think, or you could do it with as many as you want. Okay, there, put the cotton balls aside. I'm gonna wrap up this ink because I don't need it anymore. All right, I stamped on the original, I stamped basic gray, and last night I wasn't loving it very much, but I think I'm gonna leave it. I like that. I'm gonna stay with the basic gray. And here we go. This is what you need to do this to stamp the background. You need your stamparatus because this is like that big gigantic stamp. And yes, I have a shim in mine because it works better for me like this. Because sometimes up at the edges it doesn't get it in very well. And it's okay. I'm going to end up cutting this down, so I'm not too bothered by it. So you just ink this up. I'm not going to put a lot of ink, just get a good coverage. Yes, the cotton ball technique is nice. It doesn't require any special tools, just paper and ink. You choose the colors, whatever is you're feeling at the time, and just go. All right, I like to give it a good press all over. Sometimes I put my elbow on it, but I'm not going to do that today on the screen. Give it a good press, and let's see how it goes. Oh, I missed a little corner up here. That's the nice thing about this. You can put it back down and go. I need a little more there. That's better. Looky, looky. All right. Set that aside. And somewhere I have a cheat sheet with the measurements. Okay. This is going to be 3 layers. Here's my cheat sheet. Oh no, I forgot my cutter. Excuse me for a minute while I get my cutter. Okay, here's my trimmer. I'm gonna, I was sitting on my basket pattern. All right, I'm gonna trim this to 4.5 by 3 1/4. So I'm gonna kind of look it over and see what I like and what I don't like, and just trim off the little bits. And if I have a nice edge, I'll put it on the inside. So that's. And I usually do just go around and trim off the edges a little bit. So this is going to be 3 1/4. And then switch it this way and go to 4.5. All right, that's my finished back background right there, ready to go. Set these aside. Put that up there. Okay. So this little piece right here, I can take and stick on the side of the card like that on the inside. All right, now let me get my, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's a soft, I tried to use the paper colors that matched what was in here, that matched the ink. Okay, so there's that. This is a soft seafoam base, and it's cut 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. And then I have the So Saffron layer, which is going to be the second layer. Balmy blue underneath. Those are my layers. So I will glue this together really quickly, and I like to start from the bottom up. Yeah. So the So Saffron is 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. The Balmy Blue is 4 3/4 by 3.5. So everything just gets smaller or larger depending on what direction you're going. Okay. Here we go. All right. And then I just plop it in the center here. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, easy to fix. I just got glue all over my surface, but I can fix that. And that looks straight. All right, here we go. I'm gonna fix this right now. Done. Okie dokie. There's that one. There. Now this has a flower. There are 6 layers to this flower, so I will show you how I do that. I have one already made for this one, but these, I have the rest coming up. Okay, so I punched 3 each, 3 of the large daisy and 3 of the small one, and then I curl the petals using my bone folder ever so gently. If you pull too hard, you're going to pull these petals off. This is the, I've had this experience many a time. So, and then here's the little ones. And I'll show you how I glue these bad boys together. So I set them aside, and then I just take my glue and I just put a little dot in the middle. See, a little dot in the middle, and then I set the next one on top slightly askew so that it covers and leaves a little opening to be covered up by the next layer. Okay.
Hey Bob, are you in the office or are you home?
Oops.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, I just went through the block 11 stuff. Yeah. That's,
There.
that stuff gunny.
And I just stick it down there. I hope he's not too loud and interfering with what I'm saying, but just watch. So I just stick it down there and hold it for a few seconds.
Original documents. You know, we went in and tweaked
I'm
stuff.
gonna poke him on the head.
Fine-tune the questions, align the answers, you know, so they, you know, went numerically. You know, the stuff he sent me.
I guess I won't be posting this video live.
So, yeah, so I went through it.
Honey.
Made sure everything was, Kathy's doing a presentation. I'm trying to talk to you.
There, he's left the room. That boy, you don't think. Okay. So then you just do them like this. And why do I make 6 layer flowers? Well, because they look good. And it gives them, and I round them out like that. I poof them up because they, ooh, look, they bounce. They're nice. They gives the card some dimension. And it doesn't, I just can't, I mean, I love these daisies. I hope they stay. I just don't like them flat. But that's just my personal preference. All right, and then you hold that in there. It looks good if you take the time and put Wink Stella on all the petals, but you know, that's another class, because that takes a lot of time. All right. Then you take one of these little things. I love these little centers. They could, hopefully those will stick around, but who knows. And you squish them down in there. All right, there it is. Look at that. How many of you made a flower like that? Mark Grutis, you're on here? Hi, Mark. Good morning. I'm sending you some coffee from Wichita Falls this week. Hi, Connie. All right, then what I do next is glue dots. And you want to put, well, if they'll stay, 3 glue dots on here. All right. Mark, do you hear Jeff talking in the background? He was just in here yakking on the phone when I'm trying to do this presentation. Alrighty. So you stick, I use at least 3 glue dots. I just like a lot of glue dots. I want to make sure it sticks. And then I set it in the corner, but you know, put it wherever you want. And then stick it down, stick it down, stick it down. All right, there we go. And then I have my sentiment. I already stamped and cut my sentiment. This is done with that triple banner punch, which I love. We should always have a banner punch, because I will tell you this, I cannot make a little flagged in on any piece of paper with scissors. It never comes out right. So if that punch gets retired, I'm keeping it, because you know, I only keep what's active, but there's some tools you just have to have. All right, then I stick this on here. You just kind of slide it gently under the flowers, figure out where you want it. Make sure it's straight, well, straight as it can be. It's hard to line up anything straight on crooked lines. Look at that. And then to keep with our butterfly theme, I have a little baby butterfly that I colored with the petal pink. See, so I have all 4 colors that are in the background incorporated into the card. Oh no, sorry about that. I guess I missed a glue dot there. And then I stuck it on the flower. I'm gonna stick this one. I like that position. I'll stick it right there as well. The only thing you can't do is put little antennae on here, because it wouldn't work very well. But there you go. That's it. That is the cotton ball technique. And my other cards. Oh, I have one thing I failed to show you with the first card, so let me go back and do that real quick. Let's say you didn't have a splotch to put on your card like I did here. So you want something behind them. So what I did is, let me find a white piece of paper and, oh no. Oh, here it is. I took the 1.5 inch punch and I randomly punched three circles. Get out of here, Jeff Peck. Quit. He's coming over here trying to be sweet now after he's been over here making all kinds of noise. Randomly punched 3 circles, and then I took the card layer that I would use to put my butterflies on, and then I just colored each circle with ink. These are in the wrong order, but it's okay. And these still have enough ink on them to... So if you don't have a background stamp, you can make your own background with some of the tools you have available. See? There, that's pretty light, but that's how I came up with that. FYI. Alrighty. That is it. I will be posting this video, linking it to my blog. I'll probably have to edit it a little bit, but maybe I won't, because who has time for that? And I will have a PDF for the butterfly cards on there, and then when I post the cotton ball stamp, the cotton ball card, I'll put a PDF on there too on my blog. My blog is T in Stamps. That's T-N, the letter N, stamps.blogspot.com. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. Stay safe.
She's done.
Maintain your social distancing. Bye.